at some of the ones that we worked on. This is looking pretty good. Now, we are not looking for masterpieces. This is for you beginners. So if you started from scratch, meaning you collected the seed and you planted it, then it should take you about 6 to 7 years to get to this stage. And if you have purchased the plant from a nursery and it was in a typical 1 gallon, it should get to this stage in 2, 3, maybe 4 years. As we take a close look at this, I'm guessing this to be almost 7 years old. And why? It's because the lower part where we're looking right now is just beginning to form a bark, versus on the upper side it's much smoother, and on the branches the same thing. So as you go up, you can see that the trunks are smoother. That's just indication of being very young. Here's the one that wasn't looking too good. It's still not looking that great, but we could look at the foliage. Now it's gotten dark blue. Actually, this is looking a little bit better than others in terms of just the foliage. And then we're getting little shoots to shoot out. So it does have potential, but it's still more on the ugly duckling side. And that's some of the things that you always going to have to face, is that some will mature early and others will not. And sometimes some will never get to the point where it looks decent. I still have hope for this. I like that turn. And then if we could sort of mimic that, and then I still have my sacrifice branch here. So there's still hope for it, but it's not progressing as fast. Longer than that, it pulled the energy and made this part fatter than here. It started out, this and this was almost the same thickness, so we didn't have the taper we wanted. So by letting that go out and growing unusually vigorous, it drew the energy and fattened that up. I'm contemplating now maybe cutting this off either very soon or next year sometime. And then I'm saving this branch, which is actually not a good branch if this is your front. Although this could be the front too. Either way, this is my sacrifice so that it will eventually come off. And I'm thinking of taking this in its place. Right in here, this is getting awfully strong and it's getting long with not much potential here. But in the same spot is a very small one. So I'm going to keep this, and perhaps this whole thing will come off and this will take it. We don't know what the final solution is. That's why I keep options open. Kind of same thing up here. There's too many branches, maybe 2, 3 of them in this one place. You only need one, but I'm not sure which one is going to work the best. For now, I'll keep it. Somewhere down the line, I'm going to have to make a decision. But all in all, this is a good example of what you should have after spending 3, 4 years